Now, I asked that question because I know you end up getting locked up.
Right.
And you did some time.
Mm-hmm.
And usually there's a law called strain theory, right? It's a sociological term, meaning that a person is more likely to commit crimes when they don't have the means to meet society goals, meaning people who drop out of school, high school, or school more likely to commit crime. People who are impoverished or low education areas are likely to commit crime, or people who don't have any money, or, like you said earlier, more likely to commit crime. You being with a wealthy father and living with your father, how did you end up in jail?
I mean, I got into an incident with a female, and
Gotcha.
and that was that. You know what I mean?
Feel it.
I was ignorant to the fact of the law, but I could have beat it, but I didn't know, so I took a plea and I went to prison. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. No, sir, I got you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so as a teenager, they telling you like you can face 10 to 15 years, or you can take these 3 of these 5s. Hey, I'm gonna take that. I ain't trying to do the other one.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that one, but I'm gonna take this one.
Yeah.
So and that's what I did, and I wouldn't even say I appreciate that, going to prison and learning what I learned and seeing the things that I seen, and it helped me to, what's the word, man? Just appreciate life and
Gotcha.
appreciate people, and it just made me strong as a person.
Gotcha. So now you doing this time, man, and tragedy strikes. So you end up losing your mother and losing your father, both behind the walls.
Right.
Man, kind of take me through that journey of finding out your mother, your father, and you lost a grandparent, right?
Right.
Like, what was that like, man, behind the wall?
It was crazy, but it's like going, like hearing it, and not actually being there to physically go through it or see it. It's something different. Like you hear it and you believe it, and you go through those thoughts and those memories and emotions and stuff, and you don't really get to actually feel it all the way, because
Gotcha.
because you don't get to see them, or you don't get to see that so it's like being there, like hearing that I lost my mom, like that was the hardest pill to swallow. But actually that her funeral was the only one that I got to see.
Okay.
So I actually went there, and I actually got to be with my family and stuff.
Gotcha.
Like even for that short period of time, that helped me. So, and anybody who going through something, you need people around you. You need that support and that love. You know what I mean? So just even doing that, but just seeing her like that, I don't know. I remember the whole process, from stepping out the car to walking in to walking down to go see her, the whole process, the whole everything. I can walk you step by step. But yeah, just losing her, boom, that took a toll on me. But I was able to, I felt like I was able to shake back and, and just keep going. Then my granddad, boom, that was September of the next year, which was 2016. My granddad passed September 6, 2016. My mom passed July 26, 2015. So boom, so I lost my granddad. Me and my dad had talked on the phone and stuff, and it was just like, okay, me and him cried about it. But I was like, all right, cool, keep going. 2 weeks later, I lose my dad. That's when everything just went numb. It's just like, this some shit, man, some bull. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, it is what it is. But I was mad. I was more angry and hurt, angry for him just being gone. I felt like he was the last thing I had.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So coming out, you get released.
Mm-hmm.
How did you cope? Where was the first place you went to, when you got out, and just dealing with that loss? Did it hit you even harder once you were out, or were you able to kind of move easier to move forward?
It hit me eventually over time. When I first came home, it's from being, locked up in prison and stuff. It's you already not there
Gotcha.
with them. But it's like now I just can't talk to them now. But it's like getting out and your mind is like, they supposed to be here.
Gotcha.
But it's like how to explain it. It's like eventually it's like, dang, like they really not here. Like I really can't see them. And the first place that I went to, I went to go grab some food. But then after that, when we actually got back to the city, they took me to my mom's site or whatever, And I just when it stood there, I looked at the ground for about 2 minutes, and it started raining. And I just hopped in the car, and they was like, "You good, yo?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good, man. Let's go." I was already numb
Gotcha.
to the pain and to the fact like they gone. But eventually it started hitting me like, bro, like they really not here, like they really gone. Like, oh shit, like they gone. Like, and that's when I started, like my mental and everything had started to change. Like I started to envy people who still got their parents and all type of stuff. And I just used to have these spills and stuff, like just being mean to people and like, cause I didn't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like losing my girlfriend at that time, that really made me change my mindset, my thought process, and my vision on life. Cause I feel like I was like, I don't want to keep losing people close to me. You know what I mean? I already lost the people that I care about the most, and then I just lost her, and I feel like she was one of the last people that I cared about like that deeply. So it just made me change, like all the way around, like a whole 359. I don't want to say 360, because 360 means that you ended up right back where you was at, 359.
Got you. So I remember seeing your pops. I don't know if it was just like a viewing. I think they took him like Magic City. Blue Flame.
Mm-hmm.
Took him through there. That was that was wild. That was crazy.
That was the first time somebody did that.
Yeah,
right?
but you know what I'm saying? I guess it was a celebration of his life for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I remember LeBron said when he named Bronny, made him a junior, he kind of regretted naming him a junior because of the expectations of people expecting Junior to live up to his dad name.
Mm-hmm.
Being Shawty Lo Jr. and the things that your dad accomplished, and I know you actually embraced that name, do you feel any pressure of having to live up to what he was able to accomplish?
Nah, because, I feel like he did what he did, and that's already set in stone. That's done. His legacy and everything he did is what he did, and I feel like me coming out, and I actually chose that name because I did sales and marketing, so I know that name was going to appeal to people. Like,
Gotcha.
Shawty Lo Jr., like that, man, it'll get people to tune in quicker than if I had a different name.
Gotcha.
Then they got to find out that I'm Shawty Lo's son afterwards. So I knew that name was going to appeal to people. But even with having that name, people, like you said, they have an expectation. But I feel like me being an artist and me and just doing what I'm doing, people are going to get to see me in a different light. Because I felt like my dad, he was a trap rapper, and he just talked about his life experiences, and he didn't really cross over to R&B or to the pop lane and do all this and all that, and I'm already doing that now.
Gotcha.
So it's like, it's just going to show them like I'm his son, but I'm trying to do it bigger and better. And no, I don't feel pressure because he told me in a dream, I can do it. I'm going to do it. And he going to put the pieces around me. And that's how much his word mean to me. If he tell me something and that's it. He said, I can do it. And I'm doing it.
So by you having that dream and that battery in your back, what can we expect from Shawty Lo Jr. going forward, finishing out 2021 and 2022, just taking over? What's going to happen to now make that name nationwide?
I'm still be stepping out, doing plenty of interviews and shows, going state to state and stuff, but just mostly networking and building up my fan base and pushing the singles that I got out now. I actually have a clothing line out now. I just started my own label, and I'm working on doing, actually like a series like how 50 did with
BMF.
Right. So I'm putting that in the works too. So
and that series is gonna be based around D4L.
Right.
So, okay.
Mm-hmm. And because just as big as they were in Detroit, that's how big that was in Atlanta. So so it's like that's gonna be a dope story too. So it's like all the things that he didn't do but thought about doing, like the goals that me and him set before he passed away, I'm gonna do all those. So like, and I know I'm learning the business side of the music part,
Gotcha.
but just having that business mindset, I feel like I can accomplish a lot more than he did just outside of the music.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, man, I'm rooting for you.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? You had the confirmation, and you know what I'm saying, that dream, man, is now up to you to make it happen. Hopefully we could continue to sit down again. Actually, I'll be in Atlanta November 24th to the 28th, so Thanksgiving weekend.
Gotcha.
So, man, hopefully we can link up, man.
Hit me.
Hey, Shawty Lo Jr., until we meet again.
Let's go.
Peace.
Hello.